posting for people isn't the answer. It is just it is part of the answer, but just posting, remote posting, that's actually not going to be very productive or a good use of your time. And I will give her that feedback, because the stuff that you're doing with Joy and with Amal isn't just posting.
No, yeah.
It's like, I guess it's content creation as well. So is that part of it that you are expected to do, or?
Nah, not really. Because not really. They're more giving us the content. I guess they can give us what Amal does, and we can, put it together a bit more for them. But they pretty much, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm only doing it on her business, and she just gives me the links, and I pretty much just set it all up for like the next month, so that it'll post when it's scheduled.
Okay, so now just share with me what page she's doing that on. Is it the this one?
No, I'm doing it on her other one, her building networks one. To start with, we haven't started on this one because this is new, or reasonably. Well, that's why we're doing the health check, I think, because
we're doing the health check. Yes. Yeah. I haven't looked at a building New Zealand ones yet, but I can do. So let's do Facebook. And that's this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even a page.
There we go. You should link that up to that one.
Okay, so what's her overall strategy for this page?
I don't know. I guess it's just to keep people informed. That's the main thing. Just giving people some education. Well, that's a lot of their stuff is like directing to her YouTube channel, and just keeping up with the new regulations and things for the building industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I know of what she's up to.
That's how I'm just checking it out.
Yeah.
What's her stats like on this? Like I would say on her circulation, her insights.
Oh, I had a look a while ago, but they're not too bad. Some of her stuff gets pretty good reach, I guess. Yeah. Exact numbers, I don't know. I can have a look.
Yeah. So one of the things that you need to be doing, especially if you're doing your posting and managing of a page, is you need to be on top of the stats and the insights and looking at them very, very regularly. So in Facebook Code Breakers in week 2, we go through the health check, and then we go through the is that page insights? No, that's probably a bit later. That might be week 5.
Yeah.
But so I'll go and I'll tag you in that now, because you need to go and have a look at that, and also be one of the things that will be useful for you is to be really clear about what statistics. So if we have a look at Amal's,
yeah.
And go to the insights. So now we can see that these, from the first bit that we did, they really zoomed up, and now they've dropped. And the reason for that is probably because it was so little happening before
Yeah.
Any movement on the page has meant that there was like a 5,000% increase. But if I'm paying someone to manage my page and post, I don't want to see any red numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that you really need to be across, and you just need to make sure that you know and you understand what these insights are.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see the page views has gone up, but the reach has gone down, posting page engagement's gone down, and videos have gone down. So, and it would be good it is really something when you do these things on both Amal's and also Joy's page, because if this is something that you want to take on and make into a bit more of a career, then it's going to have to be a critical part of what you're doing. And it's about thinking ahead and about thinking about what is it that you can do to keep improving what's happening so that you can keep getting the engagement and the reach moving forward. It's not, if you just posting without having that, you know, like you were making suggestions about what was happening with Amal's page in terms of doing different things with the posts, looking at joining groups and posting in the groups and that type of thing. So I feel a little bit out of touch with that. So how is that getting on at all? Is that something that you've been consistently doing, or and I know Amal hasn't posted for
with looking at her insights?
Yeah. So no, what in terms of what action you've been taking, I would suggest that also that you record that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I've only been, I checked when she gets the most engagement, so then that's when I started scheduling for her post to be a bit later. But all I've been doing is posting for her.
Yeah.
And creating those things. So I haven't. Yeah, that's pretty more or less what I've been doing. I haven't really delved into the insights too much. I've had a look at it, but just to change when I was posting the times. So
yeah. No, that's cool.
So because the thing what Rosie's doing is going to be posting, but the thing is, I don't know, because through Hootsuite, I don't get I am an admin on her pages, but not for potential clients. Would be more setting us up through Hootsuite and then scheduling it out, rather than having that, being an editor on their page. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not, because maybe that's a key thing to know when to post, obviously, and all that thing. So I'm not sure, because I'm sort of learning everything, and it's at first I thought it was the big picture of helping people with their strategy, but now it's more the grunt work, which apparently there's a gap and people don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, there is, but I don't personally. I don't believe that Hootsuite's the answer. But that's totally cool. But I think Rosie's just determined that that's what she wants to do for her stuff, and that's cool. But I'll have to go back.
To have a mixture? You reckon? It's good to have a bit of a mix, so do you think? I know you agree on people doing it themselves, but
no. Well, I know that we can't all possibly do it ourselves, and I know that there are social media companies out there who do just posting. In fact, I was talking to a girl yesterday, a famous psychic actually, who lives in Canada, and she was saying that she paid an inordinate amount of money to a US company to post for them for a number of hours work each week, and there was no engagement, there was nothing. So I think the focus is, yes, there's some process work that needs to happen, but the focus on posting isn't where it needs to be, and I need to talk to Rosie about that. So that's and Rosie's forming her ideas from talking with both myself and this other girl, Jen, I believe.
Yeah.
And and she'll come to her own conclusions about what she does. I think that there's new stuff coming up where we need to be more mindful of where people need help, and that's in producing and directing things like live broadcasts, and also in doing things like you're doing with with Joy is
Mhm.
connecting chatbots and actually managing that behind the scenes in a live broadcast setting. So you're actually more like a producer or a director or a stage manager of a show.
Yeah.
So the posting using Hootsuite is a thing of the past. And I don't think that people are going to be investing in that for any length of time, especially when they could sit for an hour. Small businesses, if they could sit for an hour and do their own with Hootsuite or even native to Facebook Live, why would you pay someone else?
Yeah. I guess some people don't have time to do it, but
And I think, yeah, I know it was a rhetorical question, Alex, don't worry.
yeah, sorry.
So
But yeah, I get what you mean.
So what I'm doing is I can see a new horizon in social media, and I don't think that that Rosie and perhaps Jen can see this at the moment because they're not experiencing it and they're not living it. If this is what Rosie wants you to do, then you can do this for Rosie and keep doing this stuff for me. I'm happy to keep teaching you about this stuff but I will go back and I will have a conversation with Rosie because I think there needs to be a bit clearer understanding of who's doing what and how we're doing it. But if you're happy to keep doing this for Amal and for Joy, what I will do is I'll show you what I do today and what I do to do the health check.
Yeah.
And then you will decide from that what needs to happen from your perspective with Rosie's page, because she's asked that we use this page.
Yeah.
All right. So, and have you got a copy of the health checklist?
Yeah, I've got. Is it over here? No, maybe not. I don't have it printed out. Oh no. This might be our one. Oh no, that's just a simple one of. No, I don't have one. Do you have one handy to send to me? I've got it in my email.
I've actually done one with Rosie for her page, but I'm not quite sure that I have. Oops. Did that come through?
No.
Didn't look like it attached. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Have you got one screen or two?
Just one screen.
All right. Okay, so what I want to do is just to, if you can just have a quick look, we'll do it section by section.
Yeah.
And so when I'm doing a health check, if you just let me know when you've got it open.
Yeah, it's open. Yep.
Okay, so when I go through it pretty much, like I said, I've broken it up into sections, and the sections are as follows. Your cover and profile picture, this is pretty cool. What Rosie's got here is nice, and I would suggest if it were the video that you put a video up here, so it's good that she's done that. The other thing I would suggest is if she wants to put some text on there, she's got some text, hang on. And she's got some, all right, so with this, I would suggest that she talks about, it's just got to switch them on. It's maybe a little bit clearer about who it is she's aiming at, what the target market is, and what she wants to do with, when I come to her page, what is it that I'm doing? I know she's an expert learning facilitator, master trainer, and mentor, but what can she do for me?
Yeah. Okay.
So when we do this stuff, it's about what the person is doing that is coming to their page. I want my problem solved, and nothing that's up here on the top third tells me what my problem is.
Yeah.
That needs to be solved.
Okay.
So there's nothing there at all. It's just Rosie, which is cool, and keep her there. But I would make some recommendations that she look at actually addressing people's problems right from the get-go in the top third. Okay. Contact us and send message is a bit redundant because both of them do the same thing, and you're missing an opportunity for call to action.
Okay.
So this is in the next bit, with the next section, managing your tabs and your call to action buttons. Yep. So contact us. I would be looking at if she wants to have a video that explains a little bit about who she is and what she does. And the reason I suggest the video is because the contact us, the watch video, you can see the stats from there if you're a page admin. It would probably, I would suggest that very, very few people actually bother to click the contact us button. So if we click on that, we'll see what it says. Contact me, Rosemary. Well, that's a good thing that it goes to her website and it goes directly to a contact page. That's one good thing, but I wouldn't keep that there because sending a message is just as easy. Oh, there we are. That was the other one I did.
Yeah.
Because I've changed computers and I actually couldn't find it on my computer. So I'll send that through to you.
Is that?
I'll say the same thing. Try mixing it up.
Okay. That's cool.
So I'll send you that one too. So you've got that, and then you'll be able to see what she's done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, and I suggested in the last one to click on contact us, mix it up a bit and use watch video. And the reason for that is because it's a bit redundant there. The send message, I like to get people to see if they have instant messaging switched on or chatbots integrated, which is even more important. Integrate your chatbots to your messenger. So I'm going to suggest that she does that this time. So you might want to make a note of that and recommend to her that the chatbots are integrated. Okay. What else are we?
I'm going to watch the recording, but just the quick note stuff I'll drop down.
Yeah. For her tabs and her call to action buttons, I would say here, get rid of email sign up because email sign up leaves everybody cold. Who's going to go and say, yeah, I want to sign up for more my emails into my inbox? It's like, spam me, please. Nobody does that.
Nobody, yeah.
I would include first name. So go back to MailChimp, include first name and email address. The other thing I would do is I would actually have a freebie or something that recommend to Rosie that she have a freebie or a giveaway that's of value to her target audience.
Mm-hmm.
So because no one's just going to give her an email.
Sure.
So if she goes, your call to action is whatever it is, it's going to be a value that's going to help solve the problems that her target audience has. When they come to Facebook and find out a bit more about Rosie, then she needs to have that there and don't have email sign up. And when she does that, when she does have that in her connected to her MailChimp, then she would have a little bit more here. She could say, sort of click here for your free, whatever it is that's going to solve these problems for you.
Yeah. So will the tab say that we would want one of the tabs to say.
Yeah, you can change that tab, but it's got to go. Ideally, it will go to a landing page.
Yeah.
But I can see she's got it connected to MailChimp, and if she has a landing page created with her freebie attached to that, which is then attached to MailChimp, you can looks a bit. I'll show you what mine is. Let's see. I need to redo all this, but I'll give you an idea. She knows what it is. So when someone comes to my landing page, this is what they get.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so they put their name, their email address, and then they will be taken, their details get put straight into my email autoresponder. So that she wants something like that. If she doesn't have anything like that, then just having her, just having a landing page built through MailChimp is an option as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's that. Let's see, home button's okay. About section I'll talk about in a moment. Services, I would take all of the prices off. And in fact, I would actually hide the services because this reads like a website. A website is not like a Facebook page. And I would recommend that she take all of these off, or at least take the prices off, because people aren't going to give her a penny until they get to know who she is.
Okay.
All right. So this is a different approach that we need from Facebook that we do for a website or other digital platforms. It really is about meeting people where they're at. It's not about being a business person. It's about being more yourself and about, sort of connecting on a personal level. So saying, right, here's the, here's all the services I offer when people don't even know Rosie, and I can guarantee that she's had no sales through here.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because her approach is a little bit too businessy. Photos, reviews is good. She's had 4 reviews. Oh, look, I've reviewed her. Okay. I'll talk about those in a minute. Videos. Events. They're a bit old. 2017. Post shop. What's the shop? Oh, so that's her services as well and products.
Yeah.
Unless she's got, I wouldn't put those on there either.
Okay. So you.
I would
so
take
you just
it off.
There's just been on a website, and you direct people to that. Like, how does she advertise through her website?
Yeah, she's got to get to know people. She doesn't use, this is not an advertising platform.
Oh, yeah.
This is a connecting platform.
Mm.
It's somewhere where you connect, you develop relationships, you engage with people, you bring them into your community, you sell them, but not until down the track.
Mm.
So, and Rosie hasn't got a big enough following here to be able to do this.
Yeah.
So in the community, there's the people who like and people who follow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Info and ads and email sign up. The other thing I'm going to suggest is that you talk to Rosie about connecting up her YouTube account and her Instagram and Twitter accounts with Facebook. So she's got them here in the menu as well.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because Facebook like to keep people on Facebook. And it's, I've got it on this one, so you can see here I've got Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube. I think get the latest videos. So this is on my social media with Adair.
Mm-hmm.
Get the latest videos, and people don't even need to go to YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So they're all my YouTube videos here.
That's cool.
My Twitter feed is here. I thought I had Instagram there as well.
And those other platforms are happy to have that integration.
Yeah, do it through Woobox or something like that. So I did the Twitter through Woobox. I think the only one that you can't do, so there's my Pinterest.
Yeah.
So people can just stay on my page and peruse my other social media platforms. But I thought I had Instagram here, but I think they're really the only ones that you can't have yet are ones like LinkedIn for some reason. So
okay. Yeah.
All right. So there's plenty of stuff that you can do here. And as you can see, none of it's really about just posting, is it? Let's move on. Okay. So now the about section, which is the next one.
Yeah.
Down here, the about section. Now I'll look at this, and I would suggest that there is this is pretty cool. I like that, but I'd also like to see another photo of Rosie in here.
Yeah.
And I like when I read, I've developed a formula called the UEI formula, and what it does is it speaks to the person's problem first, because people come here looking with their own problems in mind. They don't go looking for an expert learning facilitator, master trainer, and business mentor. They're coming here because they've got some problems, and that doesn't tell me that it's going to solve my problem. So what Rosie needs to do is to re-look at this, and using the UEI formula to say the U part of it. There's only 3 of maybe 6 paragraphs, a couple of paragraphs for each. The U part of it is it's usually a question. So are you, what did she do here? Are you struggling in your business and can't find any traction, or how your business processes all over the shop, or whatever it is that she's identified that are major problems of her clients are, that are going to send them looking for her. So it's all focused on their problems. So what Rosie's done is it's all focused on her. We want to reverse that. We want to focus on the client. So she's asking, are you really struggling with your to understand that the legalities of having your business, or are you, or do you find it mind-numbing? I'm trying to reword some of this. Do you find it mind-numbing to try and weave your way through material that you know you should understand, but you haven't even got a clue about? That type of thing. So then that's the you part. Then the we part is that it's like you go on a journey together. So it's together we'll go on a journey or together we're going to unpack what it is that you're currently doing in your business, and then we're going to be looking at the sorts of things that you can be doing to enhance your business and get you back on the right path, or onto the right path if you're feeling like you're struggling a little bit in your business. So that's the we part, because you do it together. Now then, the I part is all this. Okay, so this is now the I. So the last bit is like, hi, my name's Rosie. I'm passionate about helping people. I'm not afraid to tackle issues head on. I'm known for my straight talking, blah, 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 all of that stuff. That comes last instead of first. Okay, so that's the UEI formula. And you can keep that there too. Initial training needs discovery session free. Also, the other thing with down here is, how do we do that? There's no call to action.
Okay.
So he says, let's do an initial training needs discovery session. Then what? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. whatever.
Yeah.
So it needs
True.
to have a link there, or it needs to have click the message button and send me a message, or phone me, or send me a smoke signal or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that bit. Hang on, I've got to answer this.
Oh, that's a good book recommendation.
It's awesome, isn't it? It really is. It's one of the best books. And you would know from listening to or reading Crushing It, the stuff that I'm talking about is endorsed by the people at the highest levels, and it's not made up. And social media, you can't treat it like a website. You can't treat it like it's a passive recipient of your content, no matter how good your content is. It is not. It is something that you need to roll up your sleeves and get engaged in and involved in. And if you're not prepared to do that, then it's the wrong platform for you. So, okay, let's go. Yes, right. Hang on.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yep. Go listen to it, sweetheart. That's my business partner. All right. So the next part is posts and content. Now, you haven't been posting here, have you? Or
wait, I did that one that was to test out Hootsuite, but
really?
Yep.
I'm going to be a bit cruel here. That looks ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know how to bloody do yeah.
You can do, I think, and I guess doing Hootsuite, can you post across different platforms at once?
And yeah.
And she's getting you to post to LinkedIn as well, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the advantages of using Buffer or Hootsuite or Meet Edgar or those types of things. But for what it's worth, I would suggest that what I would do is do maybe a bit of a mix. And here's some advice. Get back to the insights and keep an eye on. So schedule some natively and schedule others using Hootsuite and monitor. Because I would guarantee that without some sort of you probably get more reach with the native, but it's worth doing a bit of an experiment and trying it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, hang on, let me tell her I'm coaching. So she can just bugger off. Okay, so I would suggest that you do some that are native to Facebook, scheduled native, and then so maybe how many posts a week are you planning on doing?
I think it's one a week. I think at this stage it's like one a week for all the different platforms.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Well, you might as well not bother.
Yeah.
So, and I mean that, seriously, and if it needs to fit in with a broader strategy of what you want to do with your, maybe she's just saying one a week now just to get you used to using Hootsuite. Is that what she's doing?
I think so. Yeah. I think that's the case. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think so. Just because it's 3 platforms and then, 4 times a month. So that's just like an initial setup. But,
so she's got you posting on Facebook, LinkedIn.
And Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, so is that the same post for each?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that you need to do different stuff for tailor it to each platform?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've read Gary's book.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind, and I think you're in for a bit of a tough ride while you sort this out with Rosie.
Yeah.
But I guess at least you started.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not really part of the direction of where things are going. I'm just happy to be part of it and learn things. So I don't know. It's good that you're going to have a talk with her, because then.
Yeah, I think we need
Yeah.
to, and this is really good because she's been talking to you, she's been talking to Jen, and we've had email communications off and on, but we haven't been really involved in it. So I think we need to come together, and because when she said to me, just do the health check and then get Alex to do, you can implement the recommendations out of the health check, which, as you can see now, they're not all that straightforward. They're not straightforward at all. It's not about just posting. There's a whole heap of other work that needs to happen.
Yeah.
And that's totally cool. It's all learning for all of us, because I've never coached someone to manage social media before.
Oh, really? Oh, you've been teaching other people how to do it themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're the third party in this equation, which is really cool because it's a really good learning experience for everybody. So, and it's definitely somewhere that we need to move it to. But anyway, I'll talk to Rosie about that, and I'll keep doing the health check like I do the health check, and then you can have the recording and the recommendations, and then you'll look back over the recording, you'll go back to Rosie and say, well, these are the things that's been the recommendations. These are what I need to have implemented, and this is what I need from you for me to be able to do that. I think that's probably the best way forward.
Yeah.
And if so, that will give you an opportunity to show that that you maybe need some more support or some more learning in different areas, and it would also demonstrate to Rosie that it's not as easy as just posting some links a couple of times a month. There is, it's a bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. All right, so let's have a look at the other posts here. One of the things that you do when she's posted here on the 14th of June, it's good that she's putting a blog out here, but again, I'm going to suggest that she take the blog, or you take the blog and rewrite part of it.
Yeah.
The first couple of, or the first paragraph even, and then do it in a note, because she's not using notes, and then have a link to the blog there as well, because that way you can keep people on Facebook for a while, and they can start commenting on Facebook, and then people who see this part, let me just see what we did with Amal. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so something like that, because that got some really good engagement and really good reach. So that's the sort of thing that's probably going to be more beneficial than just sticking an external link up there.
Yeah.
And what she's done well, and what you can do well when you're posting for people, if they just give you links, do a bit of a précis. So don't just, if you just post a link like that, so probably a little bit more. And when you do this, just remember to talk to the problems that people are having. So you just plan a workshop in 5 easy steps. I know this was a test one, but it's not calling me. It's going like, the biggest thing is like, are you confused about how to plan a workshop? Or have you got a workshop coming up and you're scared that you're not going to be able to tick all the boxes, or you haven't ticked all the boxes for a smooth event or something like that? Then that's going to get my brain going.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. We focus on the problem. This isn't actually, that's the solution. So we need to go to the problem first. So whatever you do for anybody, when you're doing this stuff, just keep looking for the problem.
Yeah.
Look for the problem that's going to lead them to this solution. It's not about giving them a solution straight away, because it's going to slide right off. We have to engage people with the problem first.
Yeah.
And this is really good. Hey?
No, that's good. No, that's a fair point. It's good.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so again here where Rosie's gone, you may find useful for branding your business and dreaming up words for post flyers and advertising. I think this is great. I also think that there could be another couple of lines there that say, do you struggle to get words that actually resonate with your clients?
Yeah.
So you can see, and then you go, hello, here's a wee snippet you may find. So it's finding those eye-catching headlines.
Yeah, true.
Or those one or two lines that people
That
go.
people relate to it, eh? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know, yeah. Yeah. There's people do that. They go,
Cool.
yeah, I'm struggling. Yep. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, and then they go, yeah, what is it? Tell me, show me, and then they'll click.
Yeah, that's how they do it on YouTube, so they get you to click.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So yeah, so you could go through these and you could actually rewrite every one of these posts just about. So, she's doing a poll. That's so cool. The poll's ended. I'd be interested in no one voted. So if you're going to do something like this, which I think is a great idea,
yeah,
then have a strategy around it to get some engagement. So it doesn't look like it's been shared. It doesn't look like anyone has been tagged to comment on it. So I would take this back to Rosie as well. This is a great, fantastic opportunity that's been missed to engage, like to say, hey, Adair, I'm putting up this post. Can you share it to your group? Can you get people, because we're going in partner, or not partnership, but we're doing some collaboration in the online learning space. So this is something that I would have been really happy to circulate.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was here.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not a mind reader. I don't wake up and go, oh, I'm going to go to Rosie's page and see what she's posted there for me today. No one does that. Ever.
Yeah.
So it needs, so if she comes up with something like this again, and you can go, all right, well, this needs to get some airspace. Who else can we collaborate with? So if you can show some initiative and go, ask those questions and go, well, you know, is there anyone else that needs to be involved in this? Because if she'd sent it to me, I would have put it in Women in Business Adelaide. I would have been, in fact, I'll probably create one of my own. In fact, I will create one of my own, and put that in the next Weber thing, because that's something that we can do. It's quite legitimate. So I like her idea. It's just it's fallen flat because no one's seen it. Okay. So. That's on post and engagement. So I am actually mixing up the following two, which is post and content and engagements on your business page. So we're looking at content. She needs to do more live videos. And what she's doing is great for live videos, but she's got stuff that is, so it's interesting, but she's got too many links to external sources here. Okay, so these are all external links, and Facebook doesn't like that, so she needs to actually put sharing links is good. That's good as well, but creating your own content, and there's way too many external links here, way too many. Okay. So the other thing that you can do with your content is, let me see what else she's got. Recreate your life. Is that hers? No. No. Okay. So now she's selling products. There's some interesting stuff here, but nothing that, you know, like that could be, you could go through her blog. She had a blog here somewhere. Where was it?
It was further up, wasn't it?
Yeah. You could go through her blog. This would be around creating content, would be really useful. let's see. How to fascinate.
A bit further, I think.
That one?
Was it? Yeah.
Okay. So you can look through here and you could actually go, let's see, training. No, that's just an ad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a blog. That's an ad for her workshop. Did she taking a message to the world? Subject matter. Oh, okay. So what you could do here is you could go through here and you could put some of these. So that's probably a really good quote.
Mm.
And you could turn that into a little mini, like a snippet of information that you can put up as a post.
Yeah.
So it's probably a bit long for an image post, but you could do an Adobe or you could do a little thing. The first thing you need to do is one slide, like do a little video.
Yeah.
Put your own subject matter aside. The second and the third is really get to know your audience, and then you put Rosie's. So you just have 3 slides running across the page. You see that?
Yeah.
So in terms of creating content, you can go through her content and you can go, all right, well, this is stuff that I think is, or you could do training tips to help you take your message to the world. Know your audience, be yourself, engage with your audience.
So do you think, okay. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. No, that's really a good idea, definitely.
Yeah.
And now I'm just thinking, I guess it's good that you're going to have this talk with her, but because the business the whole thing's still forming and nothing's going to come together until towards the end of the year. So we've got time to really figure out what's up.
Yeah.
So maybe, I mean, we could do things like that. People, going into people's blogs and then doing exactly what you just said.
Yep.
Yep. And it's yeah.
Take
take snippets of it. And if Hootsuite doesn't like Facebook has a scheduling tool as well. Like it's just as good. So
yeah.
I use it for Amal, and that works perfect. So
yeah. And so external, just think that anything external, Facebook doesn't particularly like. The only thing that we are getting away with at the moment is the third-party apps for live streaming, like BeLive TV. Facebook have just announced that they are a brand solutions partner, BeLive TV with Facebook. So, but I think as Facebook gets all their ducks lined up with things like live broadcasting, they're going to wind that back further and further. But at the moment, they want people to use that stuff. It was like before they put in the native scheduler.
Yeah.
I loved people using Hootsuite and Buffer and Edgar and 22 Social and all of those programs because it brought people to the platform and it kept people posting.
Yeah.
And now
they've got their own tool.
And now they've got their own scheduler. They're going, well, hang on a minute. You can use Facebook native scheduling.
Yeah. Okay.
And so those third party, like I said, just test it. And please do more than one post a week, especially if Rosie doesn't have a live strategy to do live broadcasting and connecting chatbots with it. Because if she doesn't have that strategy, then you're looking at between 7 and 15 posts a week that are of absolute massive value.
Yeah.
And to do that, and you can go and have a look at the Content Monster, which I've got. Let me see if I can find.
They need to be jabs. Did Gary refer to that into his new book?
Yeah, jab, right hook.
Jab, right hook. Yeah,
I
read that one too.
I didn't actually like. I mean, I listened to I just finished listening to it. I've just downloaded it on Audible, but I didn't like the boxing analogy, but I appreciated it for what it was.
Oh right, yeah.
But that's because it's a blokey thing. But, you know, what he said was, so that's actually really good. So Rosie's got lots of jabs here.
Yeah, no, she's got lots of right hooks. Yeah.
So you want
her one post a week that I've scheduled are mostly right hooks. Like, go check out my channel, check out this. So if I go through her blog and go and find just little snippets. Are you saying I could just do like an Adobe thing and just turn one quote into that?
Yeah. So I've got here on my blog, creating content that rocks. So you can have a look through here.
Yeah.
And that's got heaps and heaps of ideas.
Okay.
All right, heaps. And there you go. You may have noticed there's an absence of salesy or promotional posts or right hooks.
Yeah.
Because you want to play to Facebook what Facebook has, has for you. So like, otherwise Facebook's not going to show anyone. There's over 100,000 weightings in the algorithms, and the algorithms are, we know about 6 of them. And if, so it's so complex, but we can do what we can to try and play to what Facebook wants us to do. Because we're on Facebook's turf, we're not on our, which means that we've got to play by their rules if we want to get any exposure. And as someone who has been studying this for a couple of years intensely, I would say that I would actually quite confidently call myself a specialist in Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe not an expert, but definitely a specialist.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
that's
right. Cool. Do you know anyone? Do you know anything about Instagram? Just okay. Do you know anyone who does?
I know. I do sort of, but I'm looking for coaching myself in Instagram and LinkedIn. So.
Because I'm doing some of my own testing and measuring. I started my own Instagram page.
Yeah.
But it's mainly taking, because on Instagram you're allowed to take other people's content and post it and then credit them. Like, it's a thing, you can do that. It's legal.
But you used to be able to do it on Facebook too.
Yeah. So but I'm doing that on Instagram, and it's really like playing around with what you do, and like just the strategy is completely different to Facebook. It is so different.
It is, because it's a different medium and people have different expectations when they go on there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So I think if you're doing cross-posting, I'd suggest that you cross-post from Instagram to Facebook rather than Facebook to Instagram.
Yeah.
Because Facebook content doesn't always fit well with Instagram, but Instagram content always gels with Facebook for some reason.
Yeah, it does.
So, and I think it's just because of the nature of what it is. But and I think Instagram is going to be big. That's why.
Yeah. They announced they've got 1 billion users a month, active users. At the same time, they announced Instagram TV to compete with YouTube. So
that is still restricted with time. It's like you're still restricted with the amount of time that you can spend on with videos. 60 seconds now. I think it's 10 minutes or maybe up to an hour, and I need to come up to speed with that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's definitely, I've watched things of Gary Vee which are quite lengthy. So.
Really? So on Instagram, so they might have
seen Instagram. Have you seen Instagram? You know Instagram TV? So no,
I don't.
Instagram. Where's my phone?
Let me have a look. Is that another app?
No, it's on Instagram. It's a new. It's up. This is Instagram now. Oh, you can like go on. It's like YouTube basically.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's what they want for Facebook. So I don't know why they're because obviously Facebook's owned by Instagram is owned by Facebook. So
yeah, I think it might be under 10 minutes. None of these videos.
I think it was only a couple of minutes, and now they've made it. So how do I find Instagram TV then?
It should be up the top next to the little arrow, top right.
Yeah. Wow. Coolio. Got it. I'm going to go play with that.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, I do need to get my head around that much better than what I have. But I am, like I said, specialist in Facebook, but I will get around the other stuff as well. Let's move on. When you are, let's have a look. You got reviews. I've done a review on the page. That's cool. I think Rosie needs to get used to asking for reviews every single time she has connection with somebody, because reviews are social proof. So if she sends out an invoice, or if she does, she needs to have review my page, and she has a link. To get the link for the page, you can go to settings, page, edit page, and then you can grab the review section of the page directly from the back of shop, from the settings section.
Okay.
So that builds. So this was okay. So the last review she's had was on the 14th of February. Also, when she's running training for any sort, she should be getting people to check in as well to her page. Ask them to pick up their phone to check in, because every time you have some action on your page, Facebook goes, oh, people like that. And so if people are checking in on your page, then Facebook is going to show more people.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's cool. So using events app, let's see. This is really, really important. She hasn't used it since last year by the look of it. If she's doing workshops, please make sure that they go up here, because there's a app called Local. I don't know if you've heard of that. All right, so it's another one that Facebook have just put out, and it is like Yelp and TripAdvisor and a whole heap of, let me see if I can find it. Can you see that with the drop pin and the star?
Oh, is that a Facebook app?
That's a Facebook app, and what that does is it pulls in all of the stuff that's happening locally. It might be, so see, that's Facebook Local.
Yeah.
So it might be stuff like discover things to do, find restaurants, cafes, music, discover things to do near you, check the calendar to see what you have coming up. It could be networking, it could be movies, it could be what your friends are doing. So it's all pulled into here. And it's it's like your calendar in Local, but it's, if you're looking for things like accommodation or whatever, it could, and it's all going to be in here. Events, there's guides, there's theatre, this has just been released in Australia not long ago.
Oh wow.
And so this is big, but again, Facebook want to take over the world in terms of, they want to be the internet.
Yeah.
They want to, I know they're competing with Google and YouTube at the moment, but they're hot on the heels for YouTube, because they've got the people here. They've got 2.2 billion monthly active users, and they've got the people are here, which is that gives them the edge over any other platform. YouTube don't have the people that are connected like we have here.
Yeah. But
you've got subscribers, but they don't gather in a place. They're not connected to each other.
Yeah.
So
true. I guess the only thing with Facebook is they need to get, well, now that Facebook on Instagram, it doesn't matter, because I was thinking that Facebook, a lot of the people my age and younger I hardly use Facebook. I'm on Instagram, which is now that they own Instagram, they've already captured it. Now they're going to win.
Yeah. So they bought Instagram about probably 4 or 5 years ago.
For $1 billion.
Yeah.
That was a steal, wasn't it? Yeah.
And they also own WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And that's coming, like that as a messaging app is another one that's, these are all mediums or platforms that we need to be keeping an eye on, as Gary Vee would say, to communicate with our clients and potential clients. So again, down here where it's got other stuff, using Events app. When she does use Events app, when she does put up her events, just say she can do a video, and even a short 2-3 minute video that says, "Hi, I'm Rosie, and this is the event that's coming up," or no, basically again address the problems. Are you finding it? What does it say? You have a degree in some debt. Now what? This is actually great. Do you know what jobs to apply for? How to apply for them? How to use your skills in the marketplace? And then she would say, guess what? We've got an event coming up in Wellington, and we're going to be covering all that and more, blah, blah, blah. Just click the link down below to book your spot. And you can do all that in a video in Events. Okay. So that's something that is underused, really, really underused. Using photos, I thought that was okay. Whatever you've got here. I usually look for if they fit, if they're pixelated, they look good, they're all good. Using videos, Rosie really needs to have a live video strategy that is connected. This is with myself and Rosie.
Hello, it's Rosie. I'm here. Woohoo! In gorgeous Victor Harbour. And here I have Adia Palmer with me. Adia is the Facebook queen and all about community and her groups that she helps people like do that.
Right, do this. Okay. So Rosie does need to do more live videos and structured ones that all lead into a specific point. So you don't just do them randomly because you can. You need to have a strategy, and you need to have some sort of campaign that, or not a campaign, but you need to have some sort of processes that sit behind doing the live broadcast, that your content management that is around what you're doing. So again, as a social media manager, what you can do is you can watch live videos and you can pull snippets, and then you can recreate those. You can do screenshots, and then you can do text overlays and say, at that point in time, the timestamp number, whatever, this is what was said. And then that can go up as a advert if you want, or a promotion with the video link, as because the video happens on Facebook, and then the video is connected to your chatbot with a call to action to say, comment yes if you want to grab your tickets or your free copy, or if you want to connect further. And then that really does help it grow. So what I want to do, if you've got some time, is I want to involve you in at least once in the process that I go through for Friday Facebook Figs. And then you can sort of look over my shoulder while I do it, and I'll share with you everything that I go through, and you can see what happens, and then what goes into when you're doing it on your own, what you have to do to get stuff actually happening that is meaningful and encourages engagement on Facebook for your Facebook business page. So so we'll whether I do a deliberate recording of it, and it usually takes me 2 or 3 hours to set it all up every week.
Okay.
So whether I do a recording of it and then send it through so you can have a look.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea, is it?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Because otherwise it's going to be like Big Brother, and you'd have to live in my house when I did it.
Yeah.
So there'll be several different recordings of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sections, and then you can see what happens at the back of shop. And this is what I'm doing, is only a tiny smidge of what needs to be done. So there is this whole thing that I'm not even doing, that I'm working towards, but it's one step at a time. So I'm gaining my competence in this area, and then but what people are going to be asking to do, rather than just posting, they're going to be asking, like I said before, for people to produce and direct, and connect the chatbots and put all those moving parts together. and be there in the background while they're live to help them and get the broadcast up and running. So so that's something that's going to be, I think, huge.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this is my crystal ball saying big, big, big.
Yeah.
Rosie, if she can get a page verified, that would be good. Because there's over 75 million pages on Facebook, and having your page verified shows to Facebook that you have jumped through some hoops to prove that you're legitimate.
Okay.
Did you have any questions?
No, that's good. A lot of it, you recorded this, eh?
Yay, yay, hey.
Cool. Because I'm going to go back through and just go through it all. I have a question, not related to this, because I feel quite clear on this, and I can refer back to the video.
Yep.
What about going further? I'm cool with more of Joy's stuff, and I'm doing the chatbots and the cross posting. Amal, again, I've got her post, and I'll just continue with that, and looking at her insights, and maybe recreating her old stuff, so that she's, And then what about anything else? Is that cool for now? Or and then obviously the video that the recording you're gonna make for me. Anything else?
I keep up with the insights. But the next step for you, I think, is to learn about and well, again, I'm going to have to talk to Rosie, because if she thinks that it's, if it's just posting links, then, it's creating and recreating content, really, that, and I think I gave you some ideas about that in the video. Getting people, this is one thing that people don't get, that they absolutely have to. And even if you're doing, like you said, the grunt work and the posting, you need to be able to step up and go, you can't outsource your face.
Yeah.
Because what that means, like Amal's tried to outsource her face. And what that means is that we're doing this process stuff for her, but she's not going to get traction until she rolls up her sleeves and gets in there herself.
Mm.
And I've had conversation after conversation with her about it, but she doesn't want to know. And I'm actually going to be monitoring it over the next couple of months. And if she hasn't actually stepped up and done some of this stuff by the end of the year, I think I'm going to actually say, look, I don't think she's going to, I think she's wasting her money.
Yeah.
Because she's not, she said to me the other day, can we do a campaign to promote attendance at the auction? And I went, sure we can, but let's start 3 months before the fucking auction, not the day before.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it needs to have, you need to generate the buzz, and you have to have a strategy, and you have to have a whole series of things in place to culminate to that. So if you're running an event, you don't just wake up the day before and go, well, I'm going to post a friggin' ad because no one's at my event. It's a whole heap of stuff that has to happen before. So there's, so while you're asking me that question, how long is that piece of string? You can probably wrap it around the world twice. So I think the next step for you is doing the content, keeping a focus on that, coming up with what I've done, shared with you today, I've given you some more ideas about how you can take some initiative in making the content look good. I could probably give you some, and another thing I want is captioning videos.
Yeah.
But that's probably going to, I believe that might be something that we might need to get someone else to do. Unless you want to.
Is it a process of, unless you've got to upload it to YouTube first and then get all those captions, but whether you can then get it back off with the captions, I don't know if you can.
Well, you can, because I've done it and I know how to do it. But
okay, is it a process?
Yeah.
Is it quick or is it?
Well, it depends on how many mistakes are in there. So I usually put the YouTube thing on double speed, and then I go through, and you've got to listen to the whole thing, and you've got to make corrections, because some of the words that YouTube interprets don't come out like they're supposed to, and you lose the context of what's being said. So, and then you download the file, and then you re-upload it to Facebook, and voila, there's your caption. So that it is a time-consuming process. So to do an hour-long video, it'd probably take you about, maybe if you had it on double speed, and if it was good, clear, with few times that you had to stop and change the words, It'll probably take you an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
So, or maybe even longer. So just keep that in mind, and maybe we can look at that, and I'll get you to do a couple of mine, and so you can just see, you know, what they are and how it works, and then, because that's definitely something that I think is going to be big.
Okay.
Next time I'll go through that process with you, and then you can practice on some of mine.
Yep. Okay, that sounds good.
All right, no worries. Well, yell out if you want to get anything clarified, or if you need any extra help or info with the recommendations on Rosie's page. You know, even putting it together, put together a little document to say, here's a summary of the outcomes from the health check. Here's what I recommend. Here's what I think you need to be doing, and here's what I need from you, and then here's what I can do. And then maybe put it together like that. Do you want to do that and send it through to me, and we'll have a look at it, and then and then, because then that would help Rosie as well.
Okay.
So
I'm essentially, that's what the health check is, isn't it? But more than that, I'm going to go decipher this video and just pretty much have it, a document of what. Okay.
And I think what that would do is that will help us down the track, because what that will do is, when I do health checks for people and I go, all right, in my head, I know you need coaching on doing live videos, you need coaching on, this sort of stuff. But I know Alex can do the chat bots, the captioning, and he can do the posting and whatever. But then it will help me also to be able to go, because we're separating it out, what that looks like. But for Rosie, it will give her an idea of the stuff that she needs to do.
Yeah.
Because she said to me, Alex is going to implement everything from the health check. And Alex has got to go back to her and say, Rosie, you can't outsource your face.
Yeah.
So you might need some help to do that.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Yeah. So it's an education process for us all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool. All right, I'm clear on that.
Cool. All right, no worries. So have a good week, and like I said, yell out if you need anything.
Okay.
I'm going to take my kid in the shop to get some milk, or he's just going to die of something.
All right. All right. No, thank you.
I'll send you the recording when it's done.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.